Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, June 10th. This is Ann Varillo with stampwithann.com. So today I'm coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. I love to go back and read comments. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you subscribe to my, not subscribe, make sure you follow me on Facebook so you don't miss any inspirational crafting cards that I make or posts. So anyways, hi. Today's Monday. We are starting off the week with the Unbound Love Bundle, which I'm highlighting for my card class to go kit this week. So what I do is I design 3 cards and I put a kit together so that you can make 6 cards, 2 of each design, and you can just go over to my blog at www.stampwithann.com, check out my weekly class to go details, and you can get the class to go mailed to your front door with PDF tutorial and the videos that I share on Facebook and YouTube on how to create these cards. So let's get started. I'm gonna go down to our craft table, my craft table, I guess. Okay, so before we jump in, I just wanted to share a couple things. You guys have probably already know this, but through June 30th, you can get an extra 10% off on bundles. So it's a great deal because, and it's only the stamp and die bundles, not the stamp and punch bundles. But you know, when you do buy a bundle, it's already 10% off the stamp and die bundles. But through the end of June, Stampin' Up! Is offering an additional 10% off on stamp and die bundles. And the best thing too, which I like, is an extra 10% off on, well, not an extra, but 10% off on the cut and emboss machines. That includes the larger one and the minis, which comes in white, and the boho blue. I have the boho blue. I'll be using that today in the class, and I just love it. So anyways, that's the little public service announcement for today on that one. And then I just wanted to share, so the Unbound Love is part of a suite collection, the Unbound Beauty. And so this is, if you can see that good, these are kind of the cards that were made with the Unbound Beauty suite collection. So I did get this suite when the pre-order went through for when the catalog came out, and I just love it. I have not done a lot with the Flowers of Beauty yet, and I plan on doing that probably the end of the month or beginning of next. But for this week, I'm crafting and creating with the Unbound Love stamp set and these great dies. I love them. I mean, check this out. See the images or the sentiments? You can stamp them in the labels that they have here, which I just think is fantastic, and it kind of shows you just the different ones you can use in here. So today I'm going to share with you the first card in the series. So this is the card we're going to make today. Now this is going to be a really quick and easy card. I'm focused on the Unbound, I think it's the Unbound Beauty Designer Series paper. So I've used 2 different patterns of that. This is Calypso Coral. These are 2 of the dies. So I cut them and labeled, tiered them together. So it kind of gives you a different look. And then I just used one of the stamps out of the set. So that's the first card in the card class to go this week. So we'll work on that. And just real quick, I'll show you a sneak peek of the other ones. This is one that I used, and I also used the perennial dies. And here is another one. Same type of colors, I just kind of reversed them. So those are 2 cards that we'll make later this week. So let's get started. after I take a swig of my Coke Zero. How did you guys do over the weekend? Did you have a nice weekend? I did. We went to the Taste of Syracuse, and I met our kids down there, my son and his lovely wife, Nicole. So we walked around. The weather was pretty good. It wasn't raining, but today's going to be a little bit chilly, 60 and overcast and cloudy. I'm really getting tired of this rain. So anyways, your card kit's going to include everything you need, scored, cut, embossed pieces. If I use an embossing folder, that's not included in the bundle. I'll include all of that. Some ribbons, some embellishments, and the paper to actually do the die cutting. So if I use a different die that's not in the bundle, like one of the cards I just showed was the perennial lavender or the perennial postage dies, I'll include that because it's not part of this bundle, obviously. So anyways, let's get started. So I've scored this. This is 5.5 by 8.5. And I scored it at 4 1/4. Let's just burnish the edges here so that it stays nice and flat. All right. Let's see, I've got some scraps in here. We'll be using those, but let's go ahead and layer all of our elements first. Then we'll stamp, because this is going to go pretty quick. Yeah. If you want to make a quick card, this is really easy to do. And it's really focused on this beautiful designer series paper. So the white is 5 1/4 by 4. This designer series paper here is 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm just going to adhere that. Not going to adhere it yet because I've put some ribbon around here. So we're going to wait for that, but then I'm going to adhere these little 2 pieces. And this one is 3 1/4 by 2 3/8. And this one here is 3 1/8 by 2 1/4. So I've just cut them down slightly, and that's why I like about this. Like if you get all your measurements down and just kind of quickly cut some cardstock and designer series paper, you can have a cute greeting card, birthday card in just really a few minutes. So that's the beauty of designer series paper. And I do love this designer series paper. It is so pretty. I don't have a picture of it. I'd show you here. I have a picture here. So see all these beautiful, and I'm into this like watercolor effect. So they've got a lot of that. And this is the one we're using. But these are just all beautiful. And these are probably some of my favorite colors. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll adhere this to here as well. And I'm just going to eyeball that and throw that on there. Put a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on our paper, on our little panel. I just smush it around. Oh, my little thing is a little tiny crooked. It's okay. So there's that. So we'll wait till we get that. Now we're going to do some die cutting. And I actually like to die cut first before I stamp. I don't know why. Some people stamp first and then die cut, but for me it's just a little easier. So here's my little blue mini boho. Isn't it cute? I've got my little mini plates here. So we're going to pop these on here. I think I can do 2 at a time. Yep, I can do 2 at a time. Let me get my other layer piece here. Let's see. I got to remember. Yeah, that's the bottom. I label my plates top and bottom because that keeps them from warping. So I always have a bottom plate and a top plate, and I flip them every now and then so that, you know, they don't warp or get a little crooked. And that seems to help quite a bit. So let's just push these through the little mini blue boho. All right. Take this over here. And we'll get our, this is the one I'm going to use. And you can also use this. So just remember, there's so many options. You could use this as a frame around something else. So don't throw away your stuff, right? Put this back in here so I don't lose those. Again, super quick and simple card. And we're going to stamp this. Oh, see, I got a little dust there. I just brushed that off. We're going to stamp this with the Best of Luck stamp. That's included in this Unbound Love stamp set. I'm going to stamp it in Calypso Coral. Just get that centered right there. And then we're just going to go ahead and stamp that. There we go. I'll adhere this to the front here with some multi-purpose liquid glue again. You can use your Stampin' Seal. I have my Stampin' Seal right here. But again, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there and center that right there. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're going to put some ribbon around this panel before we pop it up there. And I'm using the, I think it's the Peach Pie. Yes, the Peach Pie. So this is one of the new in colors. And what I do here, I'm just going to cut a little bit off. Use my paper snips, which are right here on my art. I got a little bad piece there, so I probably could have just kept that. Again, super simple card. But I love the DSP. It's so pretty. So what I do is I just take this ribbon and I'm just going to kind of wrap it around here. Yeah, let me make sure I got enough on that side. And I'm just going to take some Scotch tape. Just going to tape that down. Super easy. We'll check it, make sure we get a nice straight line there. That looks pretty straight to me. I'll take another little piece of Scotch tape and I'm just going to tape that down like that. And then what I do for this little bow, I just kind of took some off, tied it in a knot. This might be too small of a piece, but we'll see. Probably. Maybe not. And I'll cut that little fray off. You can let them fray if you want. It doesn't matter. But that's how I did that. And then I use a little mini glue dot to adhere that down. So we'll get, I've got some glue dots in here in my little cart. My cart that goes everywhere with me. I'll just put a glue dot on there. And see, I don't like frayed edges. Oh, I got it off. And you can, if you want, just to use like a little glue dot to keep your tails down. I don't. They they can go do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter to me. And then we're going to, well, let's adhere this first to the top of the card, because I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. I'll just use a little bit of Stampin' Seal on this. Do a little here. And a little bit over here on this side. Put that away. Let's see. I just want to make sure I get that on there just right, which is good. And then we're just going to go ahead and pop this up with some dimensionals, which I have right over here. Stampin' Up dimensionals. Yeah, 2 of them out of work. Good. Oh, you know what? I want to put them up here. Let's see if I can get that off. Yeah. Too much damage. Let's see. I'll show you why. Because I've got the ribbon here. So I want the dots on the top and bottom part of the ribbon. So we're just going to adhere that there. And lastly, folks, we cannot forget our bling. Okay? So these are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. In color shimmer gems. I like my bling. I love bling. So I'll throw in some of these for you to finish making the cards so that you have at least some bling with your cards. And don't forget, you get enough to make 6 cards. So that's a lot. Put a little bit there. And see how quick and easy this was? I mean, the designer series paper does the work of the card, and everything is pre-cut and scored for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And I do love kits. So that's our first card for this week. Make sure you check out all the information on my blog and also on YouTube. In the description, there's a link to the weekly card class. There's also a link to subscribe to my newsletter. So if you click on that, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to that, because I do send out a free PDF every month to all of my newsletter subscribers. So I'm going to sign off for today, but don't forget to join me on Wednesday. We're going to make another card, and I think you're going to really like this one too. So bye guys. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.